bit wonky there. Hello, good evening and welcome to Tuesdays live at 5 yoga with me, Hatha Yoga teacher Lesley Wilson. So hope you've all had a lovely day. Yeah, it's been another glorious, really warm day today. Yeah, so I'm just going to sit and hang around and see if anyone joins me. Yeah, beautiful day today. So, baked ginger cake this morning, made a frittata, going to make some stroganoff after this. So, yeah, don't leave me hanging, guys, please. No one's with me yet, I don't think. Gosh, it's warm in here today. So, is anyone going to join me this evening? I know it's a glorious day outside, so maybe you're going to be catching up with this later. Who knows? Who knows indeed. So I'm just going to give it a bit more time, see if anyone's going to join me or whether I'll be sat here on my own, talking to myself for an hour. Be interesting. Mind you, it kind of feels like I am anyway, to be fair. So yeah, it's all a bit strange times. So yeah, just going to sit here and chill out for a few minutes, just see if anyone comes on. Nobody here yet, so So I've never actually done a Facebook live stream where I've had nobody join me. I think I did once for about 15 minutes, but then other people were saying, oh no, we were watching afterwards. So I don't know if it was just a technical issue or what was going on really, but well, maybe I should just begin anyway. Okay, just in case anyone wants to catch up later, I better do the class, haven't I, really, rather than just slink off for a gin. So, let's begin. Namaste and welcome. So we're just going to be, I think we'll just do some more victorious breath, Ujjayi breath, which is what we did yesterday, I believe. So this is where we're closing the muscles in the throat, only because I find this pranayama really calming. Good for the soul. I really enjoy working with this, and I quite often use it when I'm working with postures as well, because it focuses the mind on what you're doing and takes everything else, all the mind chatter, it takes all that away. So I'm just going to work with Ujjayi pranayama, and then yeah, if anyone wants to join, please do so. So I'm just going to straighten my spine. I'm sitting cross-legged, but you don't have to be. Bring my hands into chin mudra, connecting together forefinger and thumb, extending away the other three fingers. So straightening the spine up, so I'm opening up the lungs, lift the crown of the head. I'm going to close the eyes and then just begin with Ujjayi pranayama, this victorious breath, the constriction of the throat. So just feel free to join me when you're ready. So hello, whoever that is that's just popped on. I'm just working with some Ujjayi pranayama, the victorious breath where you constrict the semi-close the throat. And then after the next exhalation, release Ujjayi Pranayama. Allow the muscles of the throat to just relax. We can release Chin Mudra with the hands. Hello. Hello, gorgeous. And then we can come down onto the mat for a short relaxation. You're going to come and do some yoga? You're going to come and do yoga with Mama? Yeah, you're gorgeous. Come on then. Shall we have a lie down? Let's have a lie down, shall we? Come and have a lie down. Okay, so just coming into Shavasana, your relaxation posture. So stretching away the legs if the lower back allows, a nice big space between the heels, allowing the feet to just flop apart. Is that Mama's hair? If that's causing any pinching in the lower back, you can bend the knees. Take the feet nice and wide and allow the knees to fall in together. Gorgeous girl, aren't you? That's it, you lie down, Mama. There's a good girl. And then we're just going to take the arms a little way away from the sides of the body, palms turned up towards the ceiling and the fingers lightly curled. So if you wish to, lift the head, look down the centre of the body, lay the head back down on the mat. So just tucks in the chin, lengthens the back of the neck and brings the head in alignment with the spine. And then let's just have a few nice deep breaths here. And so how is the breath feeling today? How's the body feeling today? Are you feeling anxious or are you feeling calm? And then we're going to hug the knees in towards the chest, clasp the hands around the shins, and then we're just going to begin easing out the back. I'm going to try not to roll on the cat. But don't you be very happy about that, would you? So just rocking gently from side to side, head and knees going in the same direction. Just easing out the back, giving the spine a nice gentle massage. And then we can start easing out the neck, so still rocking from side to side, but head going in one direction, knees in the other. And then we'll come back to centre, place the hands on the kneecaps and with both knees going in the same direction, let's circle the knees. So keeping those circles nice and smooth and slow. Just warming up the hips, lower abdomen, lower spine. And then we'll go back the other way. And then still circling the knees, but now let's send them off in opposite directions from each other. And then we can come back to centre. Let's place the 2 feet down on the mat, heels just underneath the buttocks, bringing the feet so that they're hip width apart. Take the arms down by the sides of the body, palms facing downwards. We're going to warm up the spine with a gentle pelvic tilt. So this is just the rocking backwards and forwards of the pelvis in synchronisation with the breath. So breathing out as you round the spine, tipping the pelvis forwards, and then breathing in, arching the spine, tipping the pelvis backwards. Breathing out, rounding the spine, push the back of the waist into the mat. And breathing in, arch the spine, lifting the back of the waist, push down with the tailbone. Breathe out, round the spine. Breathe in, arch the spine, and then just continue with your own breathing. And then we can release this activity with the spine, bring the spine into a neutral position. So make sure that you keep the face pointing up towards the ceiling. Now, as we're going to work with the bridge and then move on to the flowing bridge. So please don't turn the head when the hips are lifted because you risk injuring your neck. So the next time that you take a breath in, push down on the soles of the feet, the backs of the arms and the shoulder blades, lifting the hips up as high as you can. And then breathing out, rolling smoothly down, one vertebra at a time. So breathing in, lifting up, keeping it strong in the glutes and the thighs, lifting a little bit higher if you can. And breathing out, rolling smoothly down. And then just do a few more of these with your own breath. And then the next time that you breathe in and lift the hips up, float the hands up towards the ceiling and take them all the way back to the wall behind you. And then when you breathe out and lower the hips, float the arms back down by the sides of the body. So breathing in, lifting up, arms up and back. And then no need to rush or hurry, but the next time that you breathe out and lower the hips and lower the arms, we can release this activity. So we're going to work with a hip opener. So rotate the outer edge of the right foot and place it on top of the left thigh. So we can hold that right ankle using the left hand. And then as we breathe, so we place the right hand, somewhere on the right leg. So that can be on the knee or further up towards the hips. It's wherever feels comfortable for you. And then when you breathe out, push that right knee away from you. When you breathe in, allow it to come back in. So breathing out to push away. Breathing in, allow it to come back. Breathing out, push away. Breathing in, allow it to come back. Breathing out, push away. Breathe in, allow it to come back. One more, so breathing out, push away. Breathing in to allow it to come back. So lift the head now. We're going to put the right hand through the triangle gap. Join the hands together around the back of the left thigh. Rest the head back down on the mat, and then we're going to draw that left thigh in towards the chest. So you're opening up, the right hip, and also stretching the piriformis muscle. And then keep breathing whilst you're here. And then we can release. We're going to change sides now. So place the outer edge of the left foot on top of the right thigh. Use the right hand to support the left ankle. Left hand comes on the left leg somewhere, wherever is comfortable for you. And then as you breathe out, just push that left knee away. When you breathe in, allow it to come back. So breathing out, push away. breathing in to come back, breathing out, push away, breathing in to come back, breathing out, push away, breathing in to come back. Last time, breathing out, push away, and breathing in to come back. So we're going to lift the head now. It's the left hand that goes through the triangle gap. Join the hands around the back of the right thigh. Rest the head back down on the mat, draw the right thigh in towards the chest. So working on the left hip this time. And then release both feet back on the mat now, and for a spinal twist. So either taking the arms out wide at right angles or bending the elbows so the arms are at 90 degrees. And you can keep the feet flat on the mat, or you can hug the knees in towards the chest, whichever you prefer. Next time that you breathe out, allow the knees to fall over to the right. And then if the neck and spine feels okay, you can turn the face to the left and just hold it there. Keep breathing. And then take a breath in, come back to centre. Breathing out, take the knees over to the left, turn the face to the right. Just a few breaths. Breath in to come back to centre. Breathing out, take the knees back over to the right and turn the face to the left. Breath in to come back to centre. Breathing out, knees back over to the left and face to the right. Breath in to come back to centre. So let's stretch away the legs now. Bring the arms down by the sides of the body, palms facing downwards. We're going to work some leg raises. We'll do 5 single leg raises with the right leg, 5 singles with the left. If you're feeling strong, 5 doubles. However, as always, if you're not feeling the double leg raises, you can hug both the knees in towards your chest, extend the legs up towards the ceiling, and then back in towards the chest again, or you can bend the legs as you lower them, or you can do single leg raises, whichever is your preference. So we'll start with the right leg first of all. So take a breath in and take the right leg up to the ceiling, and then breathing out. So lower the right leg most of the way down, just hover if you can. Breath in to lift, and breathing out to lower. Breath in to lift, breathing out to lower. Breath in to lift, breathing out to lower. Breath in to lift, and breathing out to lower the right leg all the way back down. Give the legs a little bounce. So we're going to move on to work with the left leg now. So take a breath in and take the left leg up to the ceiling, and then breathing out to lower most of the way down. Breath in to lift, breathing out to lower. Breath in to lift, breathing out to lower. Breath in to lift, breathing out to lower. Last one, breath in to lift, and breathing out to lower the left leg all the way down. So we're going to work some double leg raises now. You're not going to like this pickle, are you? You can't go on my legs. No, you can't lie down on my legs because I've got to do leg raises. Yeah. Sorry about that. So, so double leg raises, or one of the alternatives or modifications. Take a breath in, take both legs up to the ceiling, and then breathing out to lower most of the way down. She doesn't look very impressed. Breath in to lift, and breathing out to lower. Breath in to lift, breathing out to lower. Breath in to lift, breathing out to lower. Last one, breath in to lift. And breathing out to lower all the way down. Okay, so just come up to a seated position slowly so I don't disturb the cat. And then we're going to come into Sukhasana, or cross-leg position. So remember, if cross-leg position is not for you, you can just sit with the legs extended. Make sure you've got a nice big space between the heels. So we're going to work with our Kundalini Sufi grind. So bring your hands and just rest them on the legs somewhere. And then we can begin to circle the chest. So nice big circles with the rib cage. So introducing the breath now, so breathing in as we come forward, opening up the chest. Breathing out as we come back. Breathing in to come forwards. And breathing out to come back. So you can close the eyes and that'll turn it into a bit of a moving meditation. Just a few more in this direction. And then we can change now and go back in the other direction. And then coming all the way back to centre. So we're going to work with a side stretch after I just stroke the cat. Okay, so let's bring the left hand into the left hip crease and the right hand will come out on the mat beside you. Take a breath in, straighten the spine. As you breathe out, slide the right hand away. Some of us will be able to drop the elbow, some of us won't, it doesn't matter. Keep the left shoulder back, look up if the neck allows, otherwise into the centre of the room. And then finally release that left arm up and across, and then just keep that arm straight and keep breathing. And then take a breath in, come all the way back up. So same on the other side, bring the right hand into the right hip crease, left hand comes out to the side, breath in to straighten the spine. Breathing out, slide the left hand away, bring the right shoulder back, and then release the right arm up and across. And then breath in to come all the way up. So a twist now, bring the right hand down behind the right hip, and bring the left hand and rest it on the right knee. Right knee. Breath in to straighten the spine. Breathing out, twist from the waist, turn to look over the right shoulder, just hold it there, keep breathing. And then take a breath in, come all the way back to centre. Left hand comes down behind the left hip, right hand will come and rest on the left knee. Breath in to straighten the spine. Breathing out, twist from the waist, turn to look over the left shoulder, just hold it there, keep breathing. And take a breath in, come all the way back to centre. Okay, so we'll uncross the legs, we've had them crossed. I'm going to turn around this way, stretch away the legs. I'm so sorry, is that disturbing you? So, give the legs a little bounce. We're going to work with our head to knee pose, Janu Sirsasana, or a hamstring stretch. So we're going to be stretching out over the left leg first of all. So if you wish to, you can bring the right knee in nice and close to the groin, allowing that right knee to drop out to the side. Now, as always, if that doesn't suit you, then you can have both the legs extended, nice big space between the heels. So make sure you come up onto the sit bones. Have the hands resting on the left leg first of all. So breath in, straighten the spine. As you breathe out, start to ease the left side of the chest down towards the left thigh. So allow that muscle to become accustomed to the stretch, and then you can use the breath to take you in a little bit deeper if your body will allow you to. So just imagining the spine is lengthening as you breathe in, and then maybe you can soften down a little bit more on the exhalation, and then just hold it here, keep breathing. And then take a breath in, lift the head, slowly come on up. So we're going to keep this right leg where it is. So draw the left foot in towards you, clasp the hands around the sole of the left foot, and then extend the left leg out in front of you. Try not to let the spine become too rounded when you're working with the heron. And then we can stretch away that leg. So we're going to bring the right knee up now. Bring the right foot so it's on the outer edge of the left leg. So you can stay with that leg extended, or if you wish to, try not to kick you. You can tuck that left heel underneath the right hip. So right hand comes down behind the right hip, and then you can hug that arm around the, hug the left arm around the right knee, sorry. Breath in, straighten the spine. Breathing out, twisting from the waist. Turn to look over the right shoulder, and you can use that left arm to lever yourself around a little bit more if that feels okay. And then take a breath in, come all the way back to centre. So let's unravel the legs. Stretch them away. Give them a little bounce. So stretching out over the right leg this time. So bring the left foot in nice and close to the groin. Allow that left knee to drop out to the side. However, if that doesn't work for you, you can have both the legs extended, space between the heels. Make sure you come onto the sit bones. Have the hands resting on the right leg. So take a breath in, straighten the spine. And then breathing out, starting to ease the right side of the chest down towards the right thigh. Allow the muscle to become accustomed to the stretch. And then you can breathe. And as you breathe out, you might find that you soften down a little bit deeper. And then take a breath in, lift the head, slowly start to walk the hands back in towards the body. So we're going to draw the right foot in towards us now, clasp the hands around the sole of the right foot, and then extend the right leg. So keep that spine as straight as you can. It's easy to really collapse into this one. And then we're going to stretch away that right leg. Bring the left foot up now and place the left foot on the outer edge of the right leg. So as I said before, you can keep that right leg extended. Otherwise, you can bend the right leg and tuck the right heel underneath the left hip. So bring the left hand down behind the left hip and wrap that right arm around the knee. Breath in, straighten the spine. Breathing out, Twist from the waist, turn to look over the right shoulder, left shoulder, sorry. And then take a breath in, come all the way back round to centre. So we're going to come from here into the pose of the cat, not this one, this one. So making sure that the weight is evenly distributed throughout the whole of the hand, spreading the fingers out nice and wide. So the hands, arms should be underneath the shoulders, middle finger pointing towards the top edge of the mat. A quick glance down at the knees, making sure that they're in alignment with the hips as well. So we're going to warm up the spine with a bit of cat stretch and breath. So breathing out, rounding the spine, bring the chin towards the chest, and breathing in, arch the spine. So drop the waist, lift the head, lift the tailbone. So breathing out, rounding. Breathing in, arching. Breathing out, rounding. Breathing in, arching. And you can close the eyes if you wish. And then come from here into flat back cat, our neutral position. So we're going to prepare to work with Virasana, the tiger. So you might want to bring the knees in a little bit closer together. And we're going to start with the right leg. So when you next breathe out, lift the right leg and bring the knee towards the nose. And then when you breathe in, stretch the right leg out behind you and lift the head. So breathing out, nose to knee. Breathing in, stretch away. Breathing out, nose to knee. Breathing in, stretch away. Breathing out, nose to knee. Breathing in, stretch away. Breathing out, nose to knee. Breathing in, stretch away. And then we're just going to lower the right knee back down to the mat and do the same on the left side now. So as you breathe out, drop the head and bring the left knee to the nose. And then as you breathe in, extend the left leg out behind you, lift the head. Breathing out, nose to knee. Breathing in, stretch away. Breathing out, nose to knee. Breathing in, stretch away. Breathing out, nose to knee. Breathing in, stretch away. Breathing out, nose to knee. Breathing in, stretch away. And then we can just bring that left knee back down. We're going to sit back on the heels now. Give the hands a little shake. So bring the life back into those wrists. Okay. So we're going to come into a little squat. Ooh, look at you, your little chin rub. And then we're going to bring the hands into prayer position and Jali Mudra at the heart centre. So see if we can get our balance. And then twist around to the right. Come back to centre. And then twist around to the left. Come back to centre. Twist around to the right again. Come back to centre. And twist around to the left. Ooh. And back to centre. Hands out in front. And then you can come up to stand. So give the legs a little shake. Right, people. Good girl, aren't you?
Yeah. Oh dear, big yawn, big yawn. Tidy push.
Okay, so we're going to come into Tadasana, our mountain pose. So just bringing the feet so that they're hip width apart maybe. Lift all the toes up, spread them out, and then lay them all back down. So we're going to roll the shoulders back, open up across the front of the chest. Try and imagine the shoulders being pulled backwards. And then allow the shoulder blades to just slide down together. Hands are just resting gently, hanging at the sides of the body. Crown of the head is lifted, everything's all tucked in and nice and straight. And then I'm going to close my eyes just for a few moments. And a couple of nice, steady, deep breaths. And then just open the eyes if you've had them closed. Bring the hands together, interlace the fingers, place the hands on the top of the head. And then as you breathe in, stretch away the backs of the hands, come all the way up onto tiptoes. And then breathing out, lower the hands and lower the heels. Breath in, stretch up onto tiptoes. Breathing out, lower the hands and the heels. Final time, breath in, stretch up. So you can hold the tiptoes. Keep breathing. And breathing out, lower the hands and lower the heels. And we can release the hands now. Give the shoulders a little shrug. So we're going to work with our sun breath. So let's bring the hands into Anjali Mudra, prayer position at the heart center. And then as you breathe in, take the hands all the way up to the ceiling. Really stretching up. And then as you breathe out, drawing that big, big circle with the hands. Join the hands together at the bottom. Breathing in, bring the hands up the centre midline, rotate at the heart centre, keep going all the way up, still on the inhalation. And then breathing out that big circle. And you can keep the eyes open or close them, whichever is your preference. We're just going to do a few of these. We'll just do one more. So this is probably going to make the cat move now, but we're going to salute the sun. We'll do a round of Surya Namaskar. You don't have to move, you can stay there. We'll just come to the top edge of the mat and bring the hands into prayer position, Anjali Mudra at the heart centre. And then push the hips forward as you take the hands up towards the ceiling. And then hinging forward from the hips, coming into a forward bend, bring the chest towards the thighs. So step the right foot back into equestrian pose and drop that right knee. And then the left foot comes back into plank. Pose of 8 curves, so drop the chin, the chest and the knees to the mat. It's alright, stay there. Slide the body through into Cobra. Tuck the toes under, push back into down dog. Right foot comes through to the front of the mat, drop the left knee. And then step the left foot back to the front of the mat, bring the chest towards the thighs in your forward bend. And then come all the way up, arms up to the ceiling, push the hips forward, little back bend, being careful. And then folding forward from the hips, chest towards the thighs. Step the left foot back and drop the left knee, equestrian pose. And then step the right foot back into plank. Pose of 8 curves, knees, chest and chin to the mat, and slide through into cobra. Tuck the toes under, push back into down dog. Left foot comes to the front of the mat, drop the right knee. And then the right foot comes to meet it. Forward bend, chest towards the thighs. Come all the way up. Palms of the hands come together and finish in prayer position. Okie dokie. So, let's take the feet nice and wide. And then we're going to bring the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, roll the shoulders back, straighten the arms. Breath in, straighten the spine. Breathing out, folding forward from the hips, coming into a forward bend, and then extending the arms up towards the ceiling. Push away the backs of the hands. And then keep breathing. And then we can lower the hands, keep the legs straight. Bring the hands now so that they're on the mat in front of us. We're going to work with our twist. So the left hand will come on the mat directly in line with the face, and we'll bring the right hand and rest it on the lower back. As you take a breath in, push down on that left arm, bring the right shoulder back, turn the face up to the ceiling if the neck allows, and then extend the right arm up. And then lower that right arm. We're going to switch sides now. So bring the right hand so it's directly in line with the face. And bring the left hand, rest it on the lower back. As you breathe in, push down with the right arm. Left shoulder comes back. Face looking up over the left shoulder if the neck allows. Extend the left arm up. And then lower the left arm. So keep the hands on the mat. We're going to work with our inner hamstring stretch, our inner thigh stretch now. This is a very small movement, but it's actually quite a strong stretch. So keeping the legs straight, we're going to just tilt the hips over to the right. So you should be feeling a stretch down the left leg at the moment. And then bring the legs back to centre, and then tilt the hips over to the left, so you're getting a stretch up the inner right leg, inside the right leg. And then back to centre, back over to the right. And then back to centre, and back over to the left. And back to centre. So just walk the feet in towards each other a little bit closer. Have the feet so they're facing out towards the corners of the mat. Keep those knees bent as you uncurl. Coming up to stand, so we want to keep those knees nice and soft. So standing pose of goddess. Bring the arms out at 90 degrees, hands into chin mudra. Then we're going to lift the right heel. And then lower. And then lift the left heel. And then lower. Right heel once again. And then lower, and left heel once again. And then lower. And then we lift both the heels, see if we can drop those hips down a bit deeper. And then straighten the legs, drop the arms down, give the shoulders a little shrug. So we're going to bend the right knee, point the left toes up towards the ceiling. So nice stretch on the left leg. And then we're going to switch sides, right toes up to the ceiling. And then switch sides again, so back over to the right, left toes up to the ceiling. And then back over to the left, right toes up to the ceiling. And then we're going to come up to stand. And then just have a little sway. allowing the arms to be nice and loose, shaking it all out. And then come back to centre, give the legs a little shake. And then we're going to come down to a comfortable seated position. Doesn't have to be cross-legged, can be however you are comfortable. And then we can roll the shoulders back or forward, doesn't matter which way you go, because we're going to be doing the opposite direction afterwards anyway, so it's all good. And then back the other way. And then we'll relax the shoulders down. So let's take a big breath in and shrug the shoulders up really close to the ears now. And then big old sighs, you let them fall away. Breath in and squeeze. One more time. So let's drop the chin down to the chest. And then we'll take the chin up to the right shoulder. Back down to the chest. Up to the left shoulder. Back down to the chest. Back up to the right shoulder. Back down to the chest. Back up to the left shoulder. Back down to the chest. And then we'll lift the head. We'll take the right ear over to the right shoulder. And back to centre. Left ear to left shoulder. Back to centre. Right ear to right shoulder. Back to centre. Left ear to left shoulder. Back to centre. Let's turn our face all the way around to the right. Come back to centre and all the way around to the left. And back to centre. Once more round to the right. And back to centre. And once more round to the left. And back to centre. So I'd like to invite you now to just come into Shavasana, lying down on your mat in readiness for your relaxation. So your best version of Shavasana, your relaxation posture. So maybe you're stretching away the legs with a nice big space between the heels, allowing the feet to just flop apart. Or maybe you have the knees bent, taking the feet wide, allow the knees to just fall in together. Hands resting a little way away from the sides of the body with the palms turned up towards the ceiling. If you wish to, you can lift the head, look down the centre of the body. Rest the head back down on the mat. So that just lengthens the back of the neck, tucks the chin in and brings the head in alignment with the spine. So just allowing the breath to settle, there's no need to do anything special, just allow it to occur naturally, smoothly in and out through the nostrils. And then just checking in with the body once again. How does the breath feel? How does your body feel after your practice? So smooth breath, just happening on its own. Nowhere for you to be, nothing for you to do. Just softening down into the mat. And then just becoming aware of the breath. Whereabouts in the body do you feel the breath? Maybe it's in the belly, the lower abdomen. The gentle rise and fall of the belly with every breath. Or maybe it's in the rib cage and you can feel the ribs expanding and contracting as you continue to breathe. the top chest, the clavicular area, the gentle rise and fall of the top chest. And perhaps you feel the breath in the nostrils. You most probably can. As it always feels a little bit cooler when you draw a breath in through the nostrils. And then taking your awareness down to your feet. I'm relaxing my feet. My feet are relaxed. I'm relaxing my ankles. My ankles are relaxed. I'm relaxing my lower legs. My lower legs are relaxed. I'm relaxing my knees. My knees are relaxed. I'm relaxing my thighs. My thighs are relaxed. I'm relaxing my hips. My hips are relaxed. I'm relaxing my waist. My waist is relaxed. I'm relaxing my abdomen. My abdomen is relaxed. I'm relaxing my chest. My chest is relaxed. I'm relaxing my spine. My spine is relaxed. I'm relaxing my hands. My hands are relaxed. I'm relaxing my wrists. My wrists are relaxed. I'm relaxing my lower arms. My lower arms are relaxed. I'm relaxing my elbows. My elbows are relaxed. I'm relaxing my upper arms. My upper arms are relaxed. I'm relaxing my shoulders. My shoulders are relaxed. I'm relaxing my neck. My neck is relaxed. I'm relaxing my jaw. My jaw is relaxed. I'm relaxing my face. My face is relaxed. I'm relaxing my mind. My mind is relaxed. I'm relaxing my internal organs. My internal organs are relaxed. I'm relaxing my entire being. My entire being is relaxed. And so it's nearly time to end this relaxation. So just gentle movements at first, so maybe just wiggling the fingers and the toes. And then slightly larger movements, so waking up the joints, maybe the ankles and the wrists, just circling those. And then you might like to wake up the neck, so just rolling the head from side to side a couple of times. Or maybe you fancy a stretch and a yawn. And then keeping the eyes still closed, just roll over onto your preferred side and just remain there for a little bit longer. And then making your way up to a seated position. And so we'll finish. Om Shanti. And thank you. So I'll be here again at 5 o'clock tomorrow if anyone fancies joining me. So thank you once again for your support. Have a lovely evening, and yeah, maybe catch you tomorrow live at 5. Thank you. Bye.